Tell you what, Andre, let me put it this way. I do respect you. You are one of the finest fighters I've ever seen. And I want to respect you and keep fighting by your side. And if it will settle your Bretonian honor and your need for respect, then I will take a sword and I will duel you to first blood. That offer is on the table right now.
Andre will kind of contemplate this a little bit, as if visibly chewing it over. He'll say, no, I don't think it's rather worth it. I'd actually agitate someone of honor, Lusha, were I to damage you in such a case. But you
Well,
better mind your threats when you speak them aloud.
You are an awesome
if you
person.
are going to be so sensitive about people insulting you, I understand that. I've had words used against me that no one could ever match, and I just want to say, maybe, damn it, Andre, you're a good man, but you need to look past the chip on your own shoulder. You want respect, then give it. Don't talk like you're better than everyone here.
I mean, I really do think that many of you have admirable qualities, but I think many of you are also quite, no offense, lost or broken in some fashion. That's not even trying to be hard on you right now. I don't think half of the people in this household have their act together.
Of course they don't. Lucia's travelled in from a foreign land. She barely knows her way around. Thess is still trying to come to terms with what species she is. Rodolin, I can't begin to work out that man for all I respect him. And I belong in a library, not in a sewer firing guns at ratmen. But this is what's been dealt us, so I will try to respect you for your strong points, Andre. You have my word on that, and you have a genuine apology for the offense I've given you. I'm just asking you. All the rest of us are opening our minds. Maybe you should do the same.
I feel I've learned quite a bit already in my time. I mean, my country has no respect or love for the male wizard, and I've gotten along quite well with Rodolin.
That is admirable, and I think that's a step in the right direction.
Uh, Andre at this point will just kind of sigh and let go of you. I've much to do.
I am genuinely sorry, Andre. It's I never expected any of this in my life, and I don't think I'm always coping in the best way. But genuinely, we would not have survived this last month without your sword, and it's perhaps unfair of me to criticize you rather than try to help us reach a common ground.
Understand? Perhaps it's best you take the time to sort out what it is you need. You, after all, are saying this is far beyond your original grasp and vision of your life, so must be overwhelming.
Can I ask you a personal question, Andre?
You may.
Your infatuation with dear Thesserau was obvious to all of us, but what did you... What were you seeking? She's not... I mean, yes, we consider her human because that is how she feels about herself, but she's not... At the end of the day, she's not compatible with us in that way, however much we might wish she was, so...
I
Are you truly trying to make her a high lady? What did you want from her?
well, mostly a traveling compatriot. I couldn't stand a stuffy courtly woman. I would need someone with a sword at my back. Well, that's sort of a new thing in my country ever since Lady Rapunzel broke the glass pane, as it were. But a traveling companion and someone that I could look to have my back would be someone I need to be with. But
Then I think you maybe need to rethink. It's not my place to say everything, but I believe from context that Thess thought you were trying to make her into a noble lady of Bretonia rather than appreciating her for who she was.
I don't even think she knows who she is. Apologies, Oscar.
I do still respect you, like I said, Andre, so I think it's... I think that by the time we go back down there again, we should be going down with a clear sense of purpose. And I think going down with any remuneration between the five of us would be a mistake. So I'm glad we got this chance to clear the air, sir. And Oscar is going to take off one of his gloves and offer Andre a handshake.
Andre will take it. He'll shake it. I'm going to give you a bit of grace and accept your apology. I am a foreigner in this land, and I know not your ways. So I will not apply the laws of chivalry as such to you. But I am glad to know that I have someone interested in being my ally in the endeavors that we take under the city. And you are a reliable one.
I do my best. Consistency is perhaps the only thing I can be in a world, as you say. When my homeland is this fractured, being reliable's the best thing you can be.
So I think the fates have more in store for you. It's not every day that things happen the way that they do. I believe it's intentional, and you are rising to your station, whatever that may be.
I can't imagine it'll go half as high as yours, but that's a nice thought.
Andre, not wishing to linger much longer, will depart into the house.
Oscar and Lusha, and I suppose Andre by sheer proximity, would the three of you roll me just a single d10?
Oh
Yep.
no.
What do we
Uh-oh.
break?
That'd be a 4, boss man.
7.
3.
All right, high roll gets the bird.
The bird.
Oh yeah, Ronald and
So-
Bird.
So as while this conversation is happening, as Andre breaks to head into the house, as Lucia's making her way back to the manor, there would be a very faint "Caw! Caw!" overhead. Maury looks up. Scrap friend, come back. hello. And he just raises up one of his paws. The bird perches before hopping onto Maury's head and just sticks a leg out in Lucia's general direction. It squawks a couple of times, blinks, and then begins flapping frantically. Oh, wait, was Speak with Animals cast on Rodolin or cast on the birds?
It is cast. The spell was cast on Rodlin. Does not
Okay,
grant
yeah.
the bird the ability to speak.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, so it begins flapping wildly. It hops a couple of times. It shakes its leg in Lucia's direction.
Hmm? Walks over to the bird.
There's something tied to its leg.
She reaches over and with one hand she looks hastily for something bread-like and hands it that to distract it while she gets the thing off its leg.
Oh, it takes the bread-like thing. It seems to watch you a moment as it's holding the bread in its beak. But a gentle tug of the string and it'll fall loose. Well, from the bird's leg, it'll stay tied up in the little note. And, with its leg free, it'll kick a couple times to get the odd sensations gone. And then just largely begin tearing into bread at the on Maury's back.
Oh, good. I was first thinking the bird was trying to do the hokey pokey.
What is this? She unrolls it to have a look at it.
All right.
As you
Rodolin,
unroll
a
it, you
note.
see in Rodlin's writing the letter, a small abbreviated message that summarize abbreviated message. Ice House wards used to be stronger. Signs of multiple around the city. Librarian knows something. Old secrets currently tracking. Gather group, meet at the library in few hours. Possibly significant.
The group meet in the library. We're supposed to be taking time off. What the hell has he gotten himself into? Also, this town has a library? I wasn't aware anyone in this town could read.
All temples of Verena tend to keep a small library on hand, if nothing else.
She doesn't know that.
Oh, Oscar was saying that in character.
Is Oscar... She looks up. Oh, hello, Oscar. Andre.
Sure.
Rodolin says meet in library in few hours. He has something to discuss. I don't know why we have to go to library. I wasn't aware town had a library.
I will look at the sun to check the time.
This group is a quite expanded version of Mystery Inc. And you even have your own Scooby-Doo.
Give me a quick second. I need to go roll a d60. I have a physical one. I just don't have one that I've been able to find for tea. Oh, I did knock over my coffee. Good. I would have cried.
Damn it. I'm going to have to buy you another D60, aren't I?
What? No, my d60s. I don't have a digital one. I only have a physical one.
Oh, we'll have to fix that.
So all the way up to a D1000 stuffed somewhere in the back.
I mean, I carried a D30 for a while.
Big purple.
I have
big
I have
copper thing.
Oh no,
I 3D30 sitting about 10 feet away from me right now.
Yeah.
Oh, I just needed my d60 because I can't roll that in the gen.
I'm sorry I'm making you work a little bit there, Moon.
Oh, please don't apologize. You're fine. All right, so.
Oh, hey, there is actually for the tabletop game for a tabletop simulator a D60.
Oh, I'm sure. That's why I said I don't have one at the moment.
Yeah.
I plan on rectifying that soon.
Yeah.
10. All right. the shop would or the library would have largely opened its public hours. Right. 8, 4. The sun is starting, or the sun is close to setting. There's still a bit of daylight left, and there will still be some of that ambient over the horizon. Actually, no, this place is pretty flat, so there's still a couple more hours of daylight. Sorry, as I remember that this place is not surrounded on all sides by mountains. There will be a little bit of the scattered peaking light as it sets behind the mountain range. But aside from that, there still should be light for a couple more hours, though the library is likely only open for another hour or two at most.
I might have to, out of character, do I have the time to do that and go deal with the merchant caravan?
Oh, absolutely. The merchant's not going to be ready for you until after the sun goes down.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they don't need a big strapping knight to help them move things around in the day. The handful of local banditry groups are only able to work at night to keep this a low-income barony.
I come from a high-income barony. All right. Then I will ask for Sage to be ready to go. So he'll go with, and we'll just go afterwards.
How ready is Sage to depart to go guard a caravan? Oh, okay. He is in essentially he doesn't have a cuirass on, but he has leather leggings and gloves on, has actually found a helmet and has taken the effort to put some studs into it. It's not done yet, but he is trying. God's bless him. It's like, oh, yeah, yes, Lord. Or yes, sir. Yeah, let me get my sword.
Good time.
But he'll need help getting his chest plate on, but he'll be ready to go in about 20 minutes. As he, comes back having largely taken full of a handful of just around the house chores. Like, I had to finish doing a couple of tasks, Sir Andre.
Oh, it is appreciated, but it is time we set out for our nightly task.
Yes, I am ready. I have the arming sword that you've been training me with. I grabbed a spear in case it requires a spear. And I have a bow. I have a couple of daggers.
Everybody is in.
I grabbed a flask of water. There's a flask of water for you, sir. Is that all that we need?
Oh, other than our horses.
The horses. That was what I had prepared then. I feels foolish for not remembering why one would need saddles. But they are prepared and waiting.
Fair enough. Good work, Sage. We will be off to speak to Rodolin, and then after that we will go guard the merchant tonight, just like last night.
If Sage had a tail, it would be wagging. I am a good. I did good. I exist on praise. There is no other reason to be alive. I will protect the Lord with my very body.
Your spirit is quite admirable, young Sage.
Well, you gave me reason to exist other than just petty crime. I feel as though I am able to do something with my life other than just exist. I wouldn't go so far as to say that it's truly a grandiose sense of purpose, but at the very least, a sense of direction, sire.
Yes, well, you'll begin to feel your sense of purpose as you advance. Once you feel the call of the lady, you will definitely feel your sense of purpose. It's quite palpable.
Perhaps you can describe what that's like as we're making our way over there.
Oh, sure.
I don't know what it's like to be called by ladies anything other than trouble or bastard son.
By your newest friend, I'm sure some much more uh, pleasant things. I'll
Oh,
just kind of
she's
shoot him a coy smile.
He shivers slightly. She terrifies me.
I guess that didn't stop you.
Uh, no, unfortunately, all sense and reason gave way to it was a I don't think she used any sort of evil foul magics or anything. She didn't have to. He sighs and stares down. I failed, my lord. I'm sorry. I felt the temptation.
He'll he'll pat his shoulder. Nonsense. There's no such failure. It's just, well, it's up to you how you have to handle your relationship, Sage. It's just make sure it does not get placed above your duty to the Lady of the Lake.
His face snaps to, of course not. I wouldn't dream of placing, well, perhaps you, but not only I would feel conflicted about that, but only you I would place above my duties to the lady, sir. But if she was here, I'd put you on the same pedestal. I don't know. I have two hands. I can hold two shields.
In due time, Sage, you will learn. It's we are all brothers under the, well, and I should say brothers and sisters under the duty of the lady. It's a bit of a recent phenomenon for uh, some ladies to be found in the knightly orders, but it is not an unwelcome one. Doubling our ranks is, well, it's doubling our ranks. There's more of us around.
That seems fair.
I don't want to hog
The
all
only
the time.
the only real prissy ladies I've ever met are the upper crust ones. And even then, everyone's real prissy around then, so I guess it really doesn't matter much about that. But, I mean, I tried to pickpocket some lady that I thought would be an easy mark. Before I turned my life around, of course. This wasn't recently. But I tried to target her because I thought she would be an easy mark. And then she pulled out a rolling pin. I think there's still a scar on the back of my head.
Yes,
So
well, I'm glad you've given to the honest life.
the honest life is far less painful, sir.
I did not want to hog all the player time, so
No, you're fine. It would take you a bit to get there anyways, as travel on horseback is still it's faster than walking, but it's still travel on horseback. Um Lucia, you've got the note from
Pardon me.
Rodolin. The
Give me 2 minutes, be right back.
yeah, where thus says there would be a momentary oh, please forgive me, but a moment. I need to go and additional people, occupants have returned. I need to go and greet them.
Ah, of course. It's good. Please go tend to your
Do-
duties.
I will. Do not worry,
Thank you.
lady. Would you still permit me to call you Lady Thesserau? I feel incorrect referring to you with such a lack of disrespect.
Thank you for asking. For you, she's gone through half the glass of what she's got. For you, of course.
Tis simply an acknowledgement of your station, dearest Thesserau, lady of the house.
Thank you.
But he snaps a finger as he steps through a wall. Lucia, there would be a
Oh,
little fuzz and then a couple of clips of steps before he gives a faint bow. Welcome home, Madame Lucia.
Back.
I need to apparently drop off the things I was working on. We're going to have a late night.
So I should stop preparing dinner then?
Yeah, to prepare something, I'd say quick.
Well, the stew will be ready in let me check actually. It should be ready short. It should be ready about now. The bread won't be done though.
I see.
Well, I only began baking it a few minutes ago. I expected you all would be here for dinner. I had planned to remove a nice warm loaf of crusty bread
I
and
am
surprise you
not
all.
complaining. I am merely pointing out that we can probably have the bread when we get back. It will still be mostly fresh.
Oh no, it will be as fresh as the moment I baked it. I just hate using house magic to do things like preserve a loaf of bread. What? You turned some spirit that entered this domicile into the very heart of winter itself. Are you surprised that I can maintain the status of a loaf of bread?
I didn't say anything. I'm just surprised.
I am one hell of a butler, after all. I shall produce for you some dinner to go when you are done with your things. It will be waiting on the end table next to the door. Consider me as the wind, all around you but unobstructive. Well, so Lucia is dropping some stuff. Hello, little kitty. Oh, and flop. So Lucia's dropping some things off at the mansion. I assume Thess is staying at the mansion for the evening.
Well, no one's come to talk to me about anything at the moment. So, as far as I know, we haven't been called anywhere.
When soup is passed around, the butler will end up letting her, or will end up informing her.
Ah, so they're headed out. Are we all supposed to be there?
I have absolutely no idea, Lady Thesserau. As far as I am aware, there was simply, she said late night and to preserve the bread, which unfortunately means I won't be able to give you a piece.
Uh, the That's fine. We'll make flatbread later. It'll be fast. Okay. Looks at the glass. Not much left. Downs it. Puts the glass on the desk. Time waits for no one. Lever myself up off the floor.
Yes, but maybe inebriation won't wait for your liver either. Perhaps
That
give it a.
was only a very small amount.
Yes, but I
Like
still
it was
need you
like
to make
half a shot. It was like half a shot glass.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you had an
Yeah.
actual. I thought you had an
Yes.
actual wine glass.
Yeah. No, I was not drinking the entire fucking bottle of Elven brandy.
I
No.
didn't think you were drinking the entire bottle of Elven brandy. I A
no.
thought it was wine, and B still need you to make a consume alcohol test at a +10.
This will be fun. All right. Where's my dice? I have so many dice now. People keep giving me dice.
I have no idea why you have all of those 12s.
They just keep showing up. Well, I
Oh,
don't
you
have all
don't.
the 12s. I do not. All right, you purple dice. That is a 09 for one.
Oh, yes. Apparently, you really only did have half a glass.
Yeah.
Half a.
Yeah, just a little bit. It's the taking a shot for bravery kind of thing. Okay. And I'll work my way out to the main room. I mean, Fee, you've heard the description. Thess looks like she's been through the ringer. She's not wearing her normal jacket or shirt at the moment. In fact, she's got some dark black borrowed thing. I hear we're supposed to be meeting, going someplace.
You sure you were able to go anywhere? I mean, I called you wretched lizard. I didn't expect to see you. You look this wretched, though.
The moment you say lizard, her head snaps around. I need you to stop.
Blink, blink. She brightens up a little bit.
When you call me lizard, you're comparing me to those unintelligent slaughterers. You're comparing me to the Thoros, who kill innocent people, whoever they're pointed at. I'm not one of them. I don't care what other name you use for me, but you do not call me a lizard. That shake, if Oscar's here, he'll recognize that just quiver and shake that she had earlier.
Oscar's not present now. He's in his workshop.
All right, fair enough. It would be like me calling you there's a pause. I gotta make a die roll. Roll the dice. Make a good roll, please. That is a 19. That is successfully able to have picked up some Kislevian in broken Kislevian. Shit slinging monkey.
She pauses for a moment. You notice that every word that Thess has been saying, Lucia's been brightening up, and everyone sees her smiling.
Well, we're the only two people here apparently, because Andre and Sage are gone.
Oh no,
Oscar's in his workshop.
The butler has appeared a couple of times, and you're just like, do I enter?
Oh, there is fire and anger here on Thess's side. Like this is the residuals of what she was carrying from earlier when she got set off.
It's not quite arriving with pizza meme, but he does at least arrive once with soup and just is staring at. Oh, she's extremely pissed off,
and she's happy about it.
And she's smiling? I didn't know she could do that.
Lusha walks up to Thesserau, and her arms shoot out for a hug, and she goes, Thesserau, there you are! They took this long? Good lord! Usually people get upset their nicknames sooner.
There's just absolute confusion.
Oh,
Okay, but does she resist the hug?
That's a good question. She is emotionally drained. Today has been hell on her. She is not reacting nearly as quickly as she normally would, so probably not.
Okay, that means Lucia does not have to make a grapple attempt.
awesome.
Yeah, no.
But Lucia does scoop Thess up under her armpits, and despite being smaller than Thess, picks her up and spins her around. She sets her down, looks at Thess, and pats her on her back. Good, good. You finally got it.
What?
Oh. Wait, you really didn't know?
I'm not from here.
Oh, it's not even from here. I am okay.
No, how would I know about any culture aside from the elves, who I spent 3 years with?
Okay. When Kislevite gives you terrible nickname, it means they like you, but it means they're waiting for you to stand up for yourself before they call you a proper name.
Okay, you want me to stand up for myself? Oh, I shouldn't say that. There's
I am
pause.
so happy to see you stand up for self, finally. I was wondering why it was taking so long, honestly.
You hear the butler from across the way mutter just loud enough to be heard, "I am so glad I am already dead, because otherwise I would be having an aneurysm."
I was going to say, at this point, the door to Oscar's workshop opens, and he's just stepping out with his usual combat bag, and he's just saying, glad you haven't left yet, Lusha. I thought, given Rodlin's news, I should bring the rifle. Oh, hi, Thess. What's... Oh, no.
Yeah, so Thess is... Oscar should remember how she was going through things in, like, how she was flitting through trying to figure out what she's going to say next when she was in that room.
Oscar
Lucia's beaming.
Time bomb.
I was going to say, Oscar appears to see Lucia beaming, Lucia holding Thess in a hug, Thess very much being held in a hug and not responding, the butler in a state of shock, surprise, and having dropped whatever he was holding.
Well, and that's probably having just stopped from saying something. She looks like she did when she was stopping saying things, cutting herself short from saying sensitive things.
And thwippy, angry lizard tail that she's probably not consciously aware of.
No, not at all.
Is Thess Blackbeard?
No, Thess is confused.
Anyway, carry on, Oscar. Sorry.
No, Oscar's stopped in silence. He is looking at Lusha, who is currently hugging a Thesserau who appears to be gently vibrating in rage like an emotional time bomb.
Yeah. There's a moment. If I see Oscar, she raises a finger to Oscar. She does a Han Solo.
Oscar very slowly closes the door to his workshop again, with him on the inside.
The butler is just slowly walking towards Oscar's room at a fast pace, like, not without me, you're not.
But yes. So in where I come from, you will go there one day. By the way, I'm warning you now. We'll have to take some way to keep you heated, but you will be coming.
Let me go.
Oh, she releases. Sorry, I thought I.
Thank you. You and I need to talk later about other things. Kislev, yes, I have ways to keep myself heated. I spent some time thinking about it.
Good.
Where are we supposed to go?
Oh, so Ursus is gonna one day Ursus may give me vision to go to him. This is how I graduate from maiden to witch.
No, now.
Oh, now we're supposed to go to the library. And then
okay, Rodlin, right?
Oh, yeah, Rodlin. But I also got lead
I need
about
to talk to him.
I also got lead about Orc. I'm very excited. You're the first person that I could actually talk to about it because the other two ran off. But I got lead about Orc that I'm hunting.
I have a question for you before we go anywhere.
Sure.
Okay, it's a problem. I probably shouldn't tell you, but it's a problem.
Go on. I am most happy to see you express problem.
Okay, I might have pretty deep feelings for Oscar.
What?
Problem. You
The butler
said you
just
wanted.
teleports.
You said you wanted problem. I'm telling you problem.
What kind of
I
feeling?
don't know the nature.
Like...
I don't know. They're new to me.
Oh. Well,
My people don't feel this way.
It...
She seems angry about it, actually. But in retrospect, it makes sense.
Oh, you have crush.
No, deeper than that. I don't know where the line is. I don't know where I'd stop to save him, Lusha.
What do you mean stop to save them?
Anyone, anytime he's in danger. The thought of him being in danger, I'd...
Oh, no, not crush. You have bond. Fine, it's fine, it's fine. Look. Feelings are new to you. Feeling of...
This feeling is new to me.
Right, you feel protective.
A little more than that.
You feel as
More
if he were not in the world, you would not want to be alive.
Yes, and that if I had to fight more to bring him back, I would.
You have made a friend.
No, I've made friends before.
No, you misunderstand.
Not like this.
You misunderstand. So, right, different culture. Right.
Yes.
All right. So, the friends you made before, who you didn't feel this way, are just they're just
Okay.
friend.
Let me explain. Can I explain?
Sure.
I think I'm still trying to put it into. Okay. All of you, I would put my life on the line for. Yeah, sure, there are limits, but Oscar, I'd destroy the world for him. Not just fight a god, not just take my stand. If somebody showed up right this second and was going to take him away, I'd throw myself at them. I don't know what to do with that, Lusha.
Oh, so let me explain. So in Kislev, you have different kinds of people who you spend time with. You have your I think Reichspiel called them field hand or field person. It's the person who you just kind of spend most of your time with, who you may do your job with, who you may have an interest with, but you don't really you don't go out of your way for them. Then you have friend. And when you say friend, you mean if this person walk up to you and ask you to do something really stupid, you would do it because you like them.
That's all of you.
And then you have best friend. And best friend is person who will get you killed one day and you both know it.
I have several of those.
But you would absolutely destroy an entire city if necessary so they don't die.
Right.
And then you have lover. And lover's a whole different story.
Yes, don't know if I'm capable of that, but that's bookend. More than best friend.
More than best friend. Okay.
Yes.
That's okay. It's up to him what he wants to do. I'm not going to make.
Yes, yes, it is. That's what I told him when I told him.
I'm not going to make him be Cheslow's boy if he doesn't want to be.
It is his choice. I'm not asking him to make any different choice. I don't think I'd be capable of having a relationship anyway right now because I don't know myself well enough.
You are smarter than most girls.
I get that a lot.
Now if everyone can see this image, Lusha reaching up and giving her head pats. But since Tess is like 2 feet taller than her, it's kind of like tap tap tap.
Well, she is kind of she is actually slumping because this entire day has just been one roller coaster of a fucking ride. Okay.
Getting lizards is a good time. Source, lizard owner.
Yes, it is actually. Source, former lizard owner. I'm more worried about taking unnecessary risks and not knowing where to stop than I am anything else.
No, that's okay. Look. So, should we sit? To be a minute? Tell them we're gonna be a minute?
Yeah, probably. Oh, do you want some brandy?
Do you want some gin?
We'll trade. Hold on a moment. I will go break out that bottle that I like. Okay, I only have one of these, so only a little. All right, maybe more than a little.
So I'm going to explain this from how I see it. I don't need Oscar to protect me from forces of darkness. I chose Osler as Cheslavoy because I need someone to protect me from my own stupidity and from my lack of cultural awareness. Oscar
I think we both need that.
Would be someone who could introduce me, who could go out of their way to make sure some stupid inquisitor or witch hunter doesn't want to string me up, for someone who can make sure I can relate to peasants in Empire and not be pitchforks and torches. And further, like earlier, I jumped from a staircase 12 feet in the air to stab an undead.
If I ever see you do that again, I'm going to hurt you.
And as you put it, the rat ogre. I nearly died because I made a stupid decision because I was desperately trying to save other people who may or may not have needed saving. I need someone who will tell me, no, you don't need to use that power right now. To hold me back and tell me, no, we need to make sure that you live first. Because I don't know what it means to worry about living first.
Well, that I can help you with.
But see...
That worrying about living?
But see, for Ice Witch, I need someone who I know is going to be there for as long as I am a witch. Which means basically more or less forever.
Well, till age takes you.
Eh. I've never heard of an Ice Witch dying of old age.
No.
They usually go out into the woods and become weird hags or something else. Never anything bad, just it's like Grandma Cottage in woods made of candy. Little children should not apply.
Like the cold ones.
Yes.
You don't know much about lizard men, do you?
I assume cold ones are cold?
No, they're the oldest. They remember a world, some of them, before any of you existed, any of your people existed.
Oh.
They're usually looking for death. They're the last of their spawnings.
Oh. I see.
Yes. Like the cold ones. Sort of. Okay. That went better than I expected.
Well, I mean, I was waiting for you to stand up for yourself.
No, about Oscar.
Oh. No, Okay, let me be honest. Oscar's first man I didn't want to hit.
There'll be others that you'll want to hit and not want to hit.
But it's been a while. Even sweet boy at Forge, I still wanted to hit them at first.
Hmm.
And Oscar has genuinely been understanding of my wild upbringings. You don't exactly get to go live in the frozen waste with a bear and an angry teacher and not be a little crazy.
Or spend 8 years being a foot soldier for someone else's plan. He sees me. Treats me like a person. One of the few.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this gin is pretty good. Little rough on the back of the throat. He gets this little mischievous look. So I have a question.
I have an answer.
Good. Amongst amongst some of the seafarers I traveled with, it was often common for those interested in an individual, like say Oscar, she kind of gestures towards the workshop door, to tease him. There's 2 of us now.
Yes.
Gestures toward the door. Not sure exactly how we can. No, he's probably been too much as it is.
Well, I know exactly how. You all went and got a bunch of money, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
What if
I mean,
we...
I'm sitting on a bunch of money anyway, but yes,
And the banquet is in what? The end of the week?
something like that.
What if we went to Taylor tomorrow? And both of us got very nice dresses.
Oh, we got a week? I have a tailor I typically use, but they're far away.
Moon, how many days do we have?
For which?
The banquet we've been invited to.
That wouldn't be for a bit, but the meeting is tomorrow.
Okay.
So,
Banquet. If the banquet's for a while, so tell you what,
so,
you
so...
get me. No, I have an elven tailor.
Oh.
Yeah, they're a little ways away. But
I've never worn it, but I've seen like those ones at court with like the sheer sleeves and the really nice runestones.
well, she has my measurements. Can you get yours? And shortly.
Yes. If I had the money.
How much do you need?
How nice are we talking?
Well, let me send the message out. I have to get a new coat from her anyway. I will send it on an express. I have an way of getting a message there quickly.
She pulls out a little notebook and quickly copies a page and hands it to Tess. Here's my measurements. I took them so I could make the scale mail work.
Perfect. I'll get this out tomorrow, maybe tonight. Oof, that stuff goes to my head. Okay, I think we have a plan. Okay, isn't Ronaldin waiting for us?
Yes, but
Okay.
But no. We work this out first because I want to make sure that when we go in the fight, because it sounds like we might have to go in the fight again, which would really suck. But don't want to. But we go in the fight, I would want to use my axe to shield you and hope that you would use your mace to block for me too.
Of course, Mason Shield.
Yes, Especially right now when they've got the she looks at her coat. There's no armor under here.
Well, we
It's
will.
it's
We
partial.
will.
It's being resized for Rutland.
Wait, we might need to fight tonight.
I don't know what Rutland's implying. He just wants us all to go to the library. This sounds like
All
more
right.
investigate these shit. And last time we did investigating shit, you found undead.
Okay, that's fair. Let me go get my jacket. The only armor she actually wears. Okay, jacket, sword, tail sword, pistol brace. All right, I'm ready. We should get Oscar. I'm gonna go knock on the door to his workshop. Hello?
Yes, hello?
Hello?
Is it all resolved, Bess? I wanted to leave you to the
Yes.
conversation.
Yes, it is resolved. The player's having trouble keeping a straight face. This is much better at it. Yes, it is resolved. We're not going to kill each other. She's not going to turn me into an ice statue, and she's not going to call me Wretched Lizard anymore. Wretched something else, maybe, but not Lizard.
That's good to hear. It would be awkward to...
I mean, I'd make a great lawn decoration.
At this point, Lucia's head pops around the door, like at armpit level from this, sideways.
I haven't even opened the door. As far as I know, the door's still in between us. She knocked first.
Oscar would have opened the door.
Lucia's
Okay, yeah,
head
there we
pokes
go.
in. She finally stood up for herself. So proud.
You know how you said you wanted me as your chosen avoid to tell you when your observations of Kislavite culture were to your best interest?
Yes.
Antagonizing the enigmatic living weapon woman is probably on that list.
Oh,
He's got a point.
he does.
Congratulations, Oscar. You
Usually
made a
does.
spirit burst out laughing.
Wait. Is he cuter when he has point, or is it just me?
No. You know the pink he turns? Ah, it's perfect. Both of them look at Oscar at this point.
Oscar looks between them, looks at the way they're grinning at each other, slowly takes his pince-nez glasses off and cleans them on his shirt, and just says, "This new understanding you've reached feels unfair."
Oh,
Oscar, so many things in life are unfair.
Oscar.
I was stuck with a tail. That's kind of unfair.
True.
I grew up with a twin sister. I'm used to being teased by girls.
Fair enough.
My Lord Oscar. And the butler would just kind of walk over, having closed the door behind the two ladies, puts a hand on his shoulder. The most I can do right now is give you a very, very, very vague word of protection and strength as you go forward. As my dear boy, now there are two of them.
Oscar doesn't realize just how much game he has. Also,
unfortunately, I
if
do
he
have
needs
to talk with
bolster
Andre.
if he needs to bolster his courage, there's still a pint of ale, still fresh and cold, waiting for him.
Actually, it's funny you should mention that. At the butler's touch, Oscar, you would feel your spirits reinforced a little bit. I need to roll my d12, but you have at least a 1 hour bonus to willpower.
Unfortunately, Lusha, I will need to talk to Andre.
Oh,
I was unkind. Gravely unkind.
12 fucking hours.
Okay, good. That is probably the only reason Oscar isn't crying right now.
We should go. It is not wise to keep wizards waiting.
No, we need to get to Rodolin straight away, and
I have to talk to him too. Later. Oh. Okay. Too many cultures, not enough reference. She'll
All
give
right, so
Lusha a hug. Just kind of out of the blue.
Man. Bess, you realize
Now we go
that,
find Rodolin.
Bess, you realize that I'm cold. Like, my physical body temperature is like 30 degrees colder than everyone else's.
Do you realize
just
I'm
a
room
little bit
temperature?
warmer than that, but not
I was
not
gonna
by
say,
much.
do you realize I'm room temperature?
I
No,
just
that's
wanted you to be aware that I would drain the heat out of you, and last time I checked,
That
that's
is
not
a-
good for you.
that is a toughness check successfully made. So
I was gonna say beyond that, she's about room temperature, maybe room temperature in front of a fan.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like Fess hasn't dealt with cold weather before.
She's about 60, maybe 50 degrees to the touch.
It's okay. The heat, more like battery. No, not battery. That's an anachronism. More like a reservoir, like water.
Ah. Well, let's get going.
And
Yes.
Lucia, as a quick aside, you will get back down to that frozen skin touch temperature. This is still just the lingering effect of Big Touch, Frost Blizzard, Bad Touch having reverberated and almost killed her.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I rolled. It was going to be a week from the time of casting before her body temperature returns back to normal. Well,
Fun.
Okay.
normal for her.
Fun.
Hey, it's already back down from 98.2 to about 60.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's stop keeping wizard late. Waiting. Wizard late. Good. You know what I meant.
Yes. Let's go. Oh, I should put that bottle up. When I get home.
Ah, Lucia is so silly.
Mm.
Okay. That's not too bad. I guess we're on the road to
Scene
go meet
change
Rodolin.
music.
Yeah, we're on the road to go meet Rodolin. That still looks pretty emotionally drained, although the weight of some of what she was carrying is kind of now off her shoulders a little more. It was a needed talk with Lucia. Not really a talk, more of a drinking arrangement. Have gin, have brandy.
Oscar is bringing up the rear in silence, looking very contemplative and worried.
Oscar, why you look so worried?
Well, now there's two of us.
I think Andre's going to get jealous.
Maybe. I have to have words with him.
He doesn't. Andre is not doing well.
I know, and I expect I did not help. I was unkind.
I don't agree with many of the things he says, but there are more constructive ways to do it than berating him to his face. And
I had just had enough. Between
I
the
was talking about
sewers,
myself.
the sewers, the undead, everything else, I've had no time to even figure anything out since we've been back. And that was just one straw too much, I think.
I feel you on that one. A few weeks ago, I was walking down a rainy street looking for temporary accommodation. Now I'm helping save the city from Skaven. I am a Kislevite Cheslavoy, and I am trying to work out if I'm... Never mind, it's not important. Let's get to Ruddlin.
Lusha stops, turns. No. It is important. One does not go
You
in.
say
One does
you
not.
say no. Or proceeds to.
She pets Maury. It is important because you do not go into danger if you are uncertain about anything. So tell me, what is on your heart? Rodolin hopefully is not in immediate danger, but it would be even worse if we went into danger and we were not sure we were ready to protect each other.
This is so. And this I agree with Lusha.
I don't... It's... I can't be what you need me to be, but I'm going to try.
Oscar, I'm not asking you to become that overnight. That would be unfair. And I can only expect your best. To expect more would be ludicrous. It would be like expecting an elf to wield an axe instead of a bow.
I know of one.
They'll do it, but they won't be great at it. Or like a dwarf being told he has to shave his beard.
That started a war. Sorry.
No, it's... Apologies. Today has given me a lot to think about, and there are things that I need to... Maybe I just need to write a few more letters home.
I think we all need to do some thinking. After our meeting tomorrow, I am planning to take a little bit of time to myself. I'll leave note where I can be found should there be an emergency. Today has also given me a lot to think about, Oscar.
Of
Are you
course,
ready
of
for
course.
tonight? Solid enough to face what comes. Whatever it is.
Let's do it. We've kept the other two waiting long enough.
Fair enough.
I'm proud of you both tonight. And you're right, we should hurry. Those two are likely to cause, what is term? Disaster?
I'm the one who woke up the dead.
Yeah, but that wasn't disaster. If we'd left Andre and Lardlin to their own devices, what would happen?
I don't know.
Probably not much. I mean, Rodolin is most of the common sense in this household.
I would argue with that, but I don't think you're wrong.
I panic and throw explosives as soon as we get into a dangerous situation. I would refute being referred to as common sense.
No,
Welcome to the
not the
army
common
of
sense.
war.
Yeah, let's make our way there first.
Hello,
We'll talk to them.
Mazurpaz. Welcome.
Well,
Yes.
hello, Mazurpaz.
I guess with that, we start making our way there with all due haste.
Yeah. I mean, there's probably a. Go ahead.
I was going to say, let's let poor Aphid actually speak for the first time in like an hour and a half.
Yeah. I'm sure there's banter on the way. It's probably not germane.
All right, Aphid.
All right. Indeed. So, do I need to roll anything for what I found out in the meantime? Doing research, trying to identify symbols, records, various things.
No, it's been a long enough period of time that he's spent with the books, and with the children having not much else to do, they would have been rushing in whatever books they thought might have been useful. You'd occasionally hear some slightly loud whispers from the front of the library, but most of them are like, "Oh, Matron said this one would be good." Oh, Matron said this one. Occasionally, one of them would come back with a cup of tea. Here, Mister. I thought you looked thirsty.
Oh, thank you. And the name is Rodolin, thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome, Mr. Rodolin. Actually, wait, they're small. Hang on. Thank you, Mr. Rodolin.
And thank you, young one. He's going to ruffle the hair.
Basically, they run out slightly. You hear them look to a nearby child. I got head pets! Oh, no fair! Slightly stern. Children do not run in this library. Yes, matron. Sorry, matron. It'll be good, matron. Please don't make us clean the shelves again. About now, the head librarian can come back. Where are you? You waiting for anyone?
Yes. Well, I did not mean to alarm you, but yes, given the gravity of what you were mentioning, I thought those who helped me discover and deal with the matter should be notified.
I couldn't help but notice you constantly glancing up at the front. Given that none of my assistants were able to contend with what you were asking, I had assumed that you were either waiting for me or waiting for someone, perhaps both.
Well, hold on. Did she ask to say I assumed I came here looking for someone?
No, I noticed that you were looking around, looking at the door, wondering where people are, etc.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
Me and Sage would be there first.
Then it would have, then apologies, it would have been like, let me dial back slightly. So she would have not gone to address Waddle, she would have addressed Andre and Sage instead. It would have been, hello, sirs. I will ask you to please keep your sword sheathed while you're in this temple of knowledge. And can I help you find anything at all?
Yes, I'm looking for a magician.
You speak the common tongue. Fantastic. My Bretonian is incredibly rusty. The old man. Yes, he's in the back in the He's in the back
Rodden?
in the research section. Sorry, I forgot the word research for a moment. I had to research it.
Ah,
Please take this, and she'd pass Sage, just gauging him as being of lower status. Here, take this to the old man in the back. He's been studying for quite a while. Oh, yeah, yes, lady, of course.
I'll knock on the nearby bookshelf to get Rodelind's attention before.
Ah, there you are. Welcome.
I heard you required all of us.
Yes, well, as many as there were available. There is perhaps, some potentially grave news. I figured we should hear it together, or understand it together quickly. Are there any sign of the others?
Hope they're on their way. Me and Sage set out because we have some tasks after this to attend to, but your summons was received first, and when you have news, it's usually important.
Well, I certainly hope so, at least in this case. But the news in specific is, well... Come, sit down. Sit here. And to this point, I would begin explaining some of the things, but I also need to know how much I've discovered so far. And what exactly I have.
Well, I had asked you for the academic checks had not gone well, if I remember correctly.
Initially, I was expecting there to be... I was expecting there would be more, but,
Oh no, there need to be.
Okay.
Can I get... Let's see, by the time they get there, it will have been probably about an hour and a half, because that would be... Three more checks, please. With the same bonus from the first one, as the research material is still there.
bonus?
Um.
I don't believe you mentioned one.
Oh.
Well, if you did, I didn't.
That would be a mistake on my end. Yeah, it doesn't really have a listed bonus for having a library's worth of material to work with. Though given the thinner...
Well, also, to clarify, the previous academic checks were not so much about my research onto this matter, they were about how much he remembered about Verena off the top of his head.
Oh, right. So okay, I need, yeah, 3 total. And it is a plus 20 to all of them. As my nearby D20 seems to like you.
Very well. Appreciate that. Now, for that is plus 20, so that is a intelligence. I have a plus. And it was you said it was from the whichever one happens to be the lowest.
Yes, since none of the overlapping knowledge really applies, but the same ability to study and research information is still...
Then that is a success by 1 success by 2 degrees. Come on. Oh, lag. Come on, don't crash.
Oh no. No, we're good.
A success by a lot of degrees. That's an 18.
I was going to say,
an
how
80.
many the degrees of success are important to this?
That is an okay. So that's 18 out of 81. So what? 7 degrees.
Six.
6. Yeah, 6 degrees.
And it was 2 degrees? Okay. We're at 8 degrees total.
Spending a fate point on that. Now that we're out of audience fate points, I'm spending one of my fate points on this. Reroll that 76.
Rodolin is determined. That's an 86.
Come on.
I mean, someone's got to
Uh,
use the fate points.
Oh, it's a cock die.
The
That is,
cock die.
yeah, free throw there. That's cocked. 76 still.
All right. Well, that's a success. It's still a success, just not an impressive one.
Revenge of the Todd Howard.
Oh my god.
Any chance I could assist?
63.
Actually, yeah, you'd be here by now. So with another set of eyes, Sage almost adds negative points. Andre, can you read Reichspiel?
Yeah.
Okay, then you can assist. Do you have any academic knowledges?
Genealogy, heraldry, and history. And then I have
Oh.
common knowledge on dead, which
Hold
might
up.
up
You
my-
have academic knowledge history.
Yeah.
Please roll me academic knowledge history with the same +20 bonus.
I believe I also have academic knowledge history.
Motherfucker! I did not
say
realize.
+20?
Yes, you did not tell me you.
Apologies.
5
bad,
degrees
my
of
bad.
success.
Okay, that last roll, that's 76. If you were using knowledge history with the same relevant +20, how much would that be?
Well, that. Oh, I did have to retake knowledge history, so that would bump up the that would bump up the degrees of success by 1 on that one. So
Who
it
knew
goes
the
up.
Bretonian could read?
How did the
He's actually
Bretonian
pretty good,
apparently had a
apparently, if you've no-
bachelor's in history?
I mean, he has been making notes during various times. He's been studying these things while we've been here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I always try to describe Andre as always either working out or reading from the books we've pilfered.
No, I forgot you had academic knowledge history. That is quite literally it. Let's see. You and Sage would have gotten there first on simple fact of horseback. So can I get one more knowledge history roll from you? And after that, this will be at about the hour and a half mark when Tess, Lusha, and Oscar arrive.
Yeah,
So,
so I
no,
got
so do I get-
It's the ship. Thesh.
Oh, fuck.
Classic. So do I still make another? Do I make one more roll, or am I?
No, you made your 3.
Okay.
Andre would have been there for 1 degree.
Yes, sir. On the second one.
After about an hour, Sage isn't completely useless, so you can just only make 1 check. He doesn't have that kind of knowledge, but he can read.
I'm glad he can.
He's been practicing. Nope, these are too big of words for him. That's an 81. Wait, you know what? No, he has a fate point. I'm going to use it.
Is it worse?
No, it's better by almost half. Wait, hang on. It's better by almost half, and he still has a +20. Shit, I think that's actually a pass. Shit, I think that's actually. How do you have a degree of?
Okay, well
Okay.
he has a 58 and he has a +10% for knowledge, so he has a 68 effective. He would pass.
Yeah, that is.
I hate to say it, but the jock is also the most well-educated of us.
Okay.
One.
That is okay.
Actually,
I'm gonna ask one of you. It doesn't have to be Rodolin. It doesn't have to be Andre. Hell, it could be the fucking Cletus if he has dice near him. But I need one of you. Roll me 2d10.
I vote aphid.
sure.
8 and 8.
Bark.
I got 8 and 8.
You really should be thankful that this is not magic related.
But it's still funny.
If it got 8 and 9, I'm gonna take fees because that actually is within the threshold and pretend I didn't see that 17. Okay.
I'm sorry, I've had 3 cups of coffee to kill the migraine.
No, you're fine. So as you have a combined total of 17 degrees of success, and you got a 16, so you're able to squeak under the threshold. Rodolin, Andre, you begin to start cracking through some of the books. One of the younger kids came back and was just helping with a classical translation on something. Sorry. It would have been helping with a bit of a classical translation. And Rodolin, remind me one more time. You were looking for history of this place of why odds and ends and such would be right. Yes, journal entries. Sorry, I'm just shifting back and forth here. As you are going through, you would eventually find an old journal entry. The name is too worn to be legible, but from the flowy, slightly scribbly nature of the script, you ascertain that they probably weren't writing that the name itself was not a normal Reichspiel name. Too many strange curves and dots but it leads on. At the behest of Lord Dutzkel, we've managed to secure our way down into some of the shallower layers of the Undercroft, and with a bit of work and cementing over, we've started building the first layers of a proper sewer system. We've have some helpers from nearby cities and some from the surface city. They are down here day and night, moving stone and excavating rock in order for us to lay down foundation. But our hopes are that if we can properly lay some kind of a sewer system over and perhaps keep a continuous stream of water occasionally pour out a vial or two of holy into the same reservoirs. But if we can keep the waters moving through the sewers and through the cisterns, we should be able to keep what's down there. It doesn't like the flowing water. It doesn't necessarily enjoy the steady streams, but there's something about the constant flow down that keeps everything running. I hear the head commander calling. Someone found a wound, they mentioned. I don't understand, but apparently I have to go down there as an as part of the expeditionary force. I guess this is what happens when you prank a commander out on field.
Yep.
Oh well, I'm sure I'll be back later. There are no other entries in this journal.
Yeah, I'm about to say, oh, is there another entry? Does this man come back later? That seems to be a big fat no.
There would actually be one more entry afterwards. The writing is, he'd have to flip a few pages. The writing is slanted and jittery, like someone grabbed a pen like a knife. And they wrote with enough of a feather touch to not carve through the pages themselves. But you can see it after you turn it a little bit to get the right angle. You can see the words having been carved in with ink. Widen the gap and let them out. It wants to be free. It wants a body again.
That is unpleasant. Have I found any in addition to this, a Lord Driscoll? Have I found anything in relations to the symbol or any records of things that might? That's definitely very useful. Have I seen this name Lord Driscoll anywhere else?
Yeah, let me pull up notes. You're able to ascertain that the symbol on the wall of the raven was definitely an effigy to Moore, though aside from a little bit of lingering energy having been burned out of it, it's hard to tell what was important about it. Where the fuck are my notes? Where the fuck are my notes? The very open channel. Where the fuck are my notes? Ah, here we go. Yes. The name reappears several times around this time period, roughly 500 years ago. It was Lord Dozcole. Some of the notes refer to him as a military leader. Not very smart, but smart enough to surround himself with intelligent people.
What ultimately became of him?
The notes don't necessarily tell, but from all of the documentation you can see around when these notes were taken, which I'm not going to put an arbitrary date on and end up screwing myself over later. But it seems that he at least survived whatever military campaign these diaries were from. Another one would corroborate having returned and attempted to establish some kind of a settlement here. Though aside from the ravings in that notebook, there doesn't really seem to be any reason why it was picked for here. But the librarian would make her way back, having closed up shop early or having closed up the library early for the evening. I never wanted to see that symbol again as long as I lived. I thought I thought it was just something that my parents told me to scare me. That my parents told me to behave, to stay in line, to mind and not misbehave. But I haven't seen any of you short of a few handfuls of times, and not before a month ago. Whatever it was Lord Adalbert's summons that brought you here, and perhaps a little bit of and perhaps riding on a carriage made of winds itself. She looks at a couple of the notes. Oh, I see you've already gotten to the good parts.
Yes, quite. Some rather unsavory passages here. Would you enlighten us as to what it's about?
Unfortunately, I don't truly know. Some of the other passages corroborate that they found something at the bottom of this, well, whatever is beneath this incredibly ravaged city. But it seems localized, as if whatever it is here physically. It's not. Varun only knows what it could possibly be, but I have seen visions in my sleep of essentially a cadaver without any discernible features, straight cuts appearing along its body, but it barely seems to flinch. Blood does not seep out, but right, blinding light.
Yeah, no, he's real a 5.
I am not entirely sure how much additional wisdom I will be able to be to you all, but the
Well, would you do me the favor of starting with what your family told you? Do me the honor of starting with what your family told you about that location with the undead, and if there are any others like it. Or who would know if there are?
that is. I do not know what name they would be using this go around. But
Can I check with genealogy heraldry?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sorry.
No, that's fine.
That was my immediate thought. I'm like, well, if it sounds like it's a knightly order, so
Just like I don't know what name they would be using this go around, but back in the day they were known, well, they had become known as the Teutonic Order of the Blood Rose.
4 degrees, my lord.
Blood Rose does not strike or does not ring a bell to your name, at least not tied to Teutonic Order, but that is far too apropos of a description for something, and it's likely that whoever they were started out as a proper religious knightly sect. But keep that 4 in mind and remind me the next time this comes up.
Okay.
You can even
I'll
make a
actually
note
make
of
note of that.
I was literally going to say you can make a note on in IMs if needed. But they followed after their head. She steps into the room proper, shutting it behind her. I am. It is in Wisconsin. It is in mixed and unfamiliar company that I speak of that I speak of the words a priestess of truth is terrified to ever utter. There are their leader. He who rode in a crimson cloak was seduced by the powers of necromancy. It's said that he had even succumbed to the blood kiss itself. Those handful of individuals that were under there had the old seal. They were likely placed there in defiance of. Did any of them retain flesh on their body?
They were.
And
You're talking about the ones in the basement.
yep,
They were. You use skeletons. Were they that way?
there were some that were skeletal. There were. No, unfortunately, there wasn't any remains of the flesh. I just used the gold tokens to differentiate them because some were actually burying armor, others were not.
Not but skin and bones, I'm afraid.
A shame. It's impossible to know then if they returned with or without their soul. However, it's likely
No,
that they were.
They seem to mention something about hungering for souls and lacking theirs. As powering as that is.
I pity them. I do not know if they were dissidents or if they were simply placed there under some other form of order.
Hmm. I'll look at Rodolin and be like, sounds then that this town wasn't built to contain whatever was down there, but rather to worship it or serve it in some fashion.
In which case, there might be a pattern to these things.
I would say the
More
town
on
has
that
a rotten
later.
foundation. Oh, sorry, you go first.
In which case, there might be a pattern to these things. More on that later.
Yes, well, it would seem that this town is built on rotten foundations, and a knight succumbed to the blood kiss. Terrifying, but something I quite expected.
The question now is if this, well, so just to be certain, Madam Librarian, this sigil, he says, taking out the paper and flattening the sigil with the crest on it.
The rubbing or the one on the wall?
The one on the wall, the
Okay.
family crest. The one that I saw mirrored on the bad guys down below. This one. You said, just to be certain, this is the symbol you say that is affiliated with he who wore a red cloak.
Oh, I understand now. I didn't understand that it was mirrored upon their armor. That seal, it is something my great grandfather had used. I had heard a singular story about, but it's a very old type of seal against undead. Apparently, it can be painted on and properly constructed. I suppose that uh, I suppose the symbol must have been incorporated into a family crest. But no, that is the workings of a protection and ward against from death. It should be.
The
Although,
wards have failed.
yes, clearly, it's degradation here, wear and tear, perhaps a little bit of disbelief. It's impossible to tell what could have sparked something like this.
I'll look at the librarian and Rodolin and say, oh, forgive me for my general ignorance, but perhaps if whoever cast these protections fell to the sway of necromancy and darkness, their previous enchantments would fail?
It's possible, but they would have had to tie those magics to them, to themselves, or be actively maintaining them. It either fell immediately, or it would have slowly degraded with time and poor maintenance. My hope favors the latter, as this would effectively and that would mean there might still be some intact sigils we could learn from somewhere in the city.
You'll have to search for them. I mean, do you believe you could reapply such magics?
I am no expert in either necromancy nor the Wind of Death. But I have had some broad studies. I believe it should be possible, at least with assistance. Though I would
Moore
want
has
at least,
Sorry, go ahead.
though I would want the help of a priest of Moore and at least 2 more mages.
She'd give a
Not-
nod. Moore has a fairly well-staffed garden here. I'm sure you could find an attendant.
And I have some suspicions as where we might find two more skilled in the arts of magic. But if this sigil is indeed a ward against the undead, I have 2 questions. 1, could you replicate what it was actually intended to look like? And 2, I have evidence that another undead may presently be using this as their own sigil. Or something like it. Something similar to this.
I cannot elicit the same amount of gasp that she does. I'm just not that. Yeah.
Okay. That about right?
I was just going to say, imagine someone slapped, back when she was alive, imagine someone slapped Betty White's coffee out from in front of her.
Oh boy!
Yes, well, we do have reason to believe that there is a vampire beneath the city.
Well, he would have cut him off. Actually, Rodler would have cut you off. We don't have reason to believe that there's a. Kind of brings up a finger to his lips. Some discretion,
Oh.
at least for fear of panic.
Oh,
But
yeah. you moisturize.
What?
Never mind. I'm just
Oh, fair enough.
God damn it.
Well, so indeed, as terrifying news as this is, the fact of anything you can tell me would be of. You may not be the only one who needs to tell. We have other people we can search to. In fact, we have a meeting with the local lords scheduled already. And throwing us a visit to the Garden of Moor on top of that is not likely to be a burden. But anything you can provide will be of great assistance. We are about the business of felling this undead at present, or at the very least, befuddling his plans. Now, if this symbol is intended to simply be easily applied, an easily applied sigil, or at least incorporated as some part of this sigil, is an easily applied bane against the undead, that would be useful information. We even likely could, if there are any undead that linger elsewhere in this town, we could even test it. Do you think you could provide us a sufficiently detailed copy of what a functioning symbol ward would look like?
I don't think I can recreate that one. I'm sure I can find something. Eh. She just kind of shrugs slightly. Give me a day
That's
or
fine.
two. I should be able to find something.
That
Your
would
help
be
is
much
much
appreciated.
appreciated.
She blinks a moment. Wait, is that the actual? She would stop for a moment as I had to look something up. Do you have not just a copy, but something that the actual symbol on it, their shield or whatever from the wall?
I don't think so.
I know there was a plaque, like an actual plaque. I don't believe
There wasn't. It
I don't
essentially
recall
was just painted on the wall.
Yeah.
The shields were tangible, though. You could actually go back and get those.
Oh, okay. In that case,
Yeah, no,
we
they were
should
buried in actual armor. Well,
What kind of
Mm.
armor?
Hey, yo.
I was going to say it would have been decently rusted, but they would have had. It's not quite a breastplate, but it would have basically armor. Well, it would have armor rating 2 at the moment because it's rusted to hell. But they would have each had a breastplate on the faint remains of pauldrons. They're not actually the arm armor. It's just something for the shoulders. It'd be something for critical hits. A shield, a sword, a helmet, and boots. Everything else would have rotted away.
Hmm.
And scale boots, not plate or if you
Not too
can get
worried about
me
that.
if you can get me something from there, something with the actual symbol on it, I'd be willing to see what I can do.
Well, that should be relatively easy. There's no threat down there at present. In fact, you could probably go back and bring it to you in a matter of minutes.
Oh, then you move. Then she, she, God damn it. She'd wink. Then you're quite fast for an older fella. I guess your look betrays you.
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
The magician is full of surprises.
Now, the eyes of truth give me many blessings, but take your time. I essentially live here, and I have to ensure that the children have dinner soon anyways. I still don't trust them to use the stove. Not around the books.
May I ask one more thing before you leave?
Of course. Also, May I cut you off before I do? How are you all feeling? Most of you look fairly battered.
Well,
Fine.
there's a reason they're willing to pay quite handsomely per tale. Mhm. For the rat hunting, as the
Oh?
we've been exploring and assisting my we've taken quite a few hard knocks exploring the sewers. Um,
Great are
From
the
thing-
challenges down there.
What? Are there giant rats down there?
Well, there's certainly the rats large enough to cause problems, and a few lingering issues that have been sealed away. The undead, the work. Even some undead that insist on fighting other undead and praising the name of Sigmar whilst doing so. Which it almost feels like they're well. It's almost poetic. Like forces, great good and foul, locked in something, an echo of an old battle. But that is, but as far grand as that would be, that would be in a poetic theory. We the practicality of it is that it leaves exploring the sewers, though far from a death sentence. Certainly a troublesome enough to leave a few adventurers battered and bruised.
She turned her gaze from Andre to Lusha, then to Thesserau over to Rodolin, and finally Oscar, and then spare a glance to Maury. But are you sure you're all right? It's just
Actually,
fatigue.
I actually wasn't sure we were here.
Yeah, have we
I
arrived
mean,
yet?
you had
Yeah. Yes, I'm very sorry. A lot of you would have gotten here before she started her explanation,
Yeah.
or would have stopped halfway and started the explanation over again. I am sorry.
It's okay. That's why we were all being quiet.
I think that's why I got confused for a moment. But
Uh,
yeah, but
all good.
yes, but yes,
We're
the
here
three
now.
of you. Yeah, the three
Hi,
of
we've
you
all
would.
arrived.
Yeah, the three of you would have arrived a long time ago, and all that got explained, and then now we're back at the future. Hello, okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, we are. Well,
We'll be fine.
indeed. I think if nothing else, it's fair to say that we are quite exhausted.
Yes, this is true.
It is going to
Well-
be a very long night, isn't it?
Probably.
Well, hopefully not too much longer of one. All we need to do is discuss this, eat, well, any other final errands, eat, sleep, and be ready for tomorrow. Plus any conversations.
I'm really looking forward to sleeping. Okay.
Hmm.
Back to home?
For the rest of you, but Sage and I have thieves to stop.
Ah,
Are you really
Thieves?
going to be out all night stopping thieves?
Yes, I made a promise. Someone needs my help.
there's a slight smile at that from Tess. Good. Not that you're away, but that you're helping others. Yes. All right. I do need to talk to you, Andre.
Sure.
Later.
Okay.
There's no time now. Especially not if you need to rush off to save someone.
Just kind of nod and then look to Sage and gesture towards the door.
Sage would stop, give a bow to everyone. I thank you all for your company.
And
Thank you.
thank you for your kindness. And
Rodolin, if you need any help from either I or Sage in the legwork of searching for these runes, please ask for the help.
I will certainly keep that in mind. Though tonight you seem to be otherwise engaged, so I'll leave that for when I need.
Andre will kind of warm up a bit and shoot you a smile. Oh.
Also, has he? Okay, he has not spent any of his fate points.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I was just checking if I could buff you real quick before you went off on your quest.
I was
Oh, that's
actually
all good.
serious if any of you were down any wounds.
Oh, physically, if you're asking for physically all right, Rodlin is still 6 hit points off of max.
How's Lusha
Which
doing?
is 7 is his half.
Lucia's
full.
still down 3. Maury's still down 16.
I think Bess was down like 2, but is not at the moment because of healing potions.
Maury will take a
How's
minute. He has a lot.
How is Oscar doing?
Oscar's down 4 at the moment.
Okay.
Maury is a machine that turns goat into pain.
Maury is a machine that turns goat into orphans.
Damn, really gotta do that
Connection theme is
kid that way?
kids.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I get to run bandits down with a lance.
So in the morning, Maury will be up to 14, and Lucia will be up to almost full.
Yeah.
I've still got a few days.
However, considering what time it is, I suppose with most of our characters going to bed, except for apparently Batman Andre.
Yep,
Moon, are we
Batman
calling
Andre.
it here?
Okay. And now that I spent a fate point
Um,
to not get doubles and proc fucking Wrath of the Gods, all of you recover a wound
Well, before
as
we...
she is Verena, not Shalia.
Hmm.
But
Not the
she
peasant
still,
goddess.
but you know, she's Verena. She is she is the college goddess. She is who you pray. Well, she and her whipping boy, the god Ramen.
Yes.
The god Ramen.
He sits upon his golden futon.
Golden foot.
His golden futon.
Anyway, yes, his golden futon.
I see.
Golden futon. With slippers
Futons
made
of
of silk and gold, silk and diamonds.
He has a scepter with the top part carved in eldritch
Anyway.
runes that, if you put into a URL, lead to Sparknotes.
Okay,
Before we just say, like,
I hate to end the
finalize that we're
jokes,
going-
but we
I'm
need
done.
to-
I'm done.
Okay.
Fuck
Just say that
off.
Tess had some.
I have been Lusha
We'll give it-
Blick. I will no longer call them a wretched lizard. They have they have stood up for themselves finally. In the meantime, I've been Fiora. I'm your streamer and the person who's been doing the camera work and the person who is pissed off that Twitch dropped the stream for some reason that I don't understand, then reinitiated it a second later. Meaning that there's just a break for no reason. Anyway, Next.
Oh, they're right in the middle. Fuck.
Yeah, right
I know,
in the
right?
middle. Sucks.
Next.
Hi everyone, I've been Doodle, playing the emotionally exhausted Thesserau human from Lustria, who has had a very confusing day, all things considered. Uh, None of this day turned out exactly how she would ever have thought or expected, and yeah, she's one confused critter right this moment. Next.
Hello, I have been Oscar, and my day has just been stressful and strange. And it's not even done yet. Although, hopefully, we'll be able to make it through one night of sleep without anything particularly bad happening to us. In the meantime, I have been Albion. It's been my very great pleasure to be here this evening, and I'll pass you on to the next.
I have been Ruddlin, a library bird researcher, and one who is hopefully in the near future going to be taking some of these stressed out fellows for a drink.
Oh no.
And the player of said wizard has been Rental Aphid.
Fire and
Thank you all for coming.
ice? Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yep, already working on it.
Andre, you're up.
I'm Shiny Star, and I've been playing Sir Andre Morehire, noble knight of Bretonia, and quite the tried fellow. Though we are rising to the occasion. There is always glory to be had in such a destitute land. Pass it off to Cletai.
Ah, yes, I am that zombie. I've been the voice of Cletus. Although I haven't said much this time around. It's been a lot of drama. Lots of drama. So much drama, it would attract the drama llama. Anyway, I will pass it on to Moon while all you good people have a good night. Moon.
Fuck. Sorry. Hi, I'm Moon. I still.
Okay, Moon.
I've been doing this with Fee for close to a decade, and I still can't figure out how to work a microphone.
Moon, sweetie, honey, we understand. But also understand with a voice like yours and a build like yours, you can't say to the audience fuck with no context because all of them are gonna look at you and go win.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
We'll get a king size hotel room.
We're getting one for Gen Con.
All right. Well,
Anyway.
I think Maz or Pause, welcome to the Army of Fiora. Furry One and Lori, thank you guys for resubbing with Prime. You have to do those manually, and you gave us a hype train, which Furry One knocked up to tier 2. Punchik, thank you for the host. Ginger, thank you for the 100 bits. Final Sight, Bronze, Furry One, and Ginger, thank you guys for all the tips that have added up to basically me not having to starve this week. Rockgift, thank you for the host. Final Sight, thank you for the resub with Prime. You have to do those manually. I appreciate you came in here and pushed the button. And Ponychick, thank you for the host at the start of the stream. Also, Wolf Maxing, welcome to the Army of Fiora. That's 2 more tonight. I'm only
That's a fucking
11
awesome
away
name.
from 2,400, so we might make that before the end of the month, which would be really weird because I wasn't expecting to make that before the end of the year, but now we're here. So get your friends in here. I'd appreciate it for tomorrow when I do Final Fantasy shenanigans. You are allowed to come play with me for Final Fantasy shenanigans, by the way. That sounded dirtier than I wanted it to. Anyway, I'm gonna dump you over on Zest's stream.
If you get 2,400 followers before the end of the year, I'll stat up an enemy in the universe that has 240 wounds to celebrate.
I hate you.
I'd win.
Do you have
I'd
any
win.
idea how long that would take to hack apart? 240 wounds,
So
but 240 wounds, and we have to encounter them multiple times, and they can't heal between fights.
You are familiar with
And
War
we're
of
off.
the Chosen mechanics?